What's going on, everybody? It's Treyding here with Trading Stocks, and today's video is going to be all about how you can get started day trading with less than $25,000. Now, why is $25,000 kind of that normal floor people tend to think is what you need to start day trading? And that's because of the pattern day trader law. It's an American law that you cannot take more than 4 day trades in a margin account on every 5 business days without being flagged as a pattern day trader, in which they will not let you day trade, meaning open and close a trade on the same day anymore for 90 days once you get flagged with that. So that's the law. There's no getting around it. There's no magic. Oh, you can go this and you're going to loophole. That is a law, but there are ways that you can still day trade as much as you want with under $25,000. That's what we're going to talk about today. And first, before we get into that, I want to maybe curb some enthusiasm, and maybe that sounds rude, but you all have seen the videos, right? If you're watching this video, I'm sure you've already seen other YouTube videos, people making thousands of dollars a day, tens of thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars a day posted here on YouTube. And I want you all that are thinking about starting a small account to understand the math behind what you're potentially going to be making, not to think that you're going to open a $1,000 account and start making tens of thousands of dollars, right? And I know that's not fun and sexy to say. I'd probably get a lot more clicks on this YouTube video if I titled it something like how you can turn $1,000 into $1 million and talk it up and make it sound how you can do it, how it's fancy. But I don't really care about all that. I'd rather be honest with you guys. So I'm going to show you just some really simple math here. So let's give somebody an account with $25,000. Let's give somebody an account with $1,000. Let's say that you make 1% a day on this account. Now that sounds easy enough. Oh, 1% a day. That's something else though, that there's a good chance that you're not just going to be doing that. 1% a day on your account isn't as easy as it sounds, but it doesn't really matter in this sake, just for simplicity. So if your profit target is 1% a day with a $25,000 account, you're trying to make 250 bucks a day. Pretty nice, right? Now take that same value, that same 1% a day on a $1,000 account, you're trying to make $10 a day. And guess what? That's just as impressive. Percentage gains is where it's all at, and that's what it's all about, and that's what you need to be focusing on, especially with a small account. Once again, everybody gets super enamored by these huge days, these huge, oh my God, won multiple $1,000s, tens of thousands of dollars. You're not going to be doing that with a small account, with a $1,000 account, $5,000 account, whatever it is. I want you all focusing on your percentage gains, though. Try to make 10 bucks a day. Let's multiply this. I believe there's 252 trading days in a year. So let's multiply this by 252 if I can type. You're looking to make 2,500 bucks a year. Once again, if you're making 1% a day, which isn't as easy as it sounds, but still, these things will add up. You'll still be able to pull in decent money, okay? But I want to start with maybe keeping you guys in a realistic headspace first. Too many people come in with a small account and think that they're the next Warren Buffett, think that they're the next millionaire. So I want to start with that once again. Maybe it's not fun to hear. Maybe that's not the sexy part. But anyway, let's start there. Now, meat and bones of the video. How can you actually start trading? Trade, PDT law. I can't open an American account with under 25 grand and day trade all I want, right? Wrong. What did I say? What did I say was the PDT law, right? I said it's an American law that you cannot have a margin account open and trading all that you want with under $25,000. A margin account. A margin account isn't the only kind of account you can open in any American brokerage either. Almost any. I think there are some that might not let you, like I think Robinhood might be all margin. I'm not sure. But most American brokerages, you can open a cash account, which is an account that, so let's start here. What a margin account does is when you take a trade, you immediately get that buying power back, right? The brokerage kind of lends you the money to keep trading that buying power right back again, even though it hasn't actually cleared yet. With a cash account, you're not going to get the money right back. So if you have a $1,000 account and you take a $500 trade. There's a $100 stock and you take 5 shares of it. That's a $500 position. You now have used 500 of your $1,000. you're not going to be able to use that $500 of buying power for the rest of the trading day, then the next day, and you'll get it back on the day after that. So say you take the trade Monday at 9:30, right at open. You won't be able to use that buying power for the rest of Monday, won't be able to use it for Tuesday, but you'll get it back on Wednesday. So a cash account realistically allows you to take as many day trades as you want with half your buying power each day, right? Because you can take, if you have, once again, if you have a $1,000 account, you can just trade all you want up to you use $500 of buying power. The next day, you still have $500 of buying power. Wednesday, the $500 of buying power comes back that you used on Monday, the day before. So really, a cash account is a great way to go, a great safe way to go if you want to day trade and you don't have $25,000. Now, I don't think enough people know this exists. It is the easiest way. Now, obviously, you are limited by your buying power, but if you're just getting started trading, you probably should be trading limited size anyway. So who really cares? It's fine. That's the easiest way. Go through whatever brokerage you have. I know Thinkorswim. That's the one I can speak to because that's what I use. I had a cash account I was streaming a cash account for months before I got it over 25K now, but I know you can have a cash account with Thinkorswim. Talk to your brokerage, see what you can do to switch your account to a cash account or to open a cash account if that is the direction you would like to go. Now, other ways you can go. You can also just do multiple margin accounts. Maybe your brokerage, my Trey, I use blah, blah, blah. We don't have cash accounts and I don't, for whatever reason, feel like switching brokerages. You can open multiple margin accounts. That's something you can do. Have 3 accounts. You can take, I think you can take 3 day trades every 5 business days before you get flagged. You have 3 different accounts. That is 9 trades a week you can take, right? You can take more trades if you have multiple accounts. That's another way around it. Now, another big way around it, and another way a lot of people go to is offshore accounts. Now, I do want to give warnings with offshore accounts. If you take your money offshore, once again, the PDT law, another thing I said with it, it is an American law, right? You go elsewhere, open an account with another country, you're not under PDT anymore, right? So that is something else you can do, but do be careful because also offshore, you're not protected by the same American FDIC insurance laws that are going to protect your money in that account, right? So be careful when you go offshore, and I'm not going to give any recommendations here. I used an offshore account, but it's been over 2 years now. Anything could have changed with that platform. So I'm not even going to talk about what that was. A lot of you that have been watching me for a little bit probably know what it was, but I'm not going to give any offshore recommendations, once again, just because they can be a little sketchy, and I don't want anyone getting hurt off of something that I said, but that's another way around PDT as well. Now, let's talk about futures and Forex. Both of those are different forms of trading, right? You're not trading stock equities, you're not buying shares of Apple, but you can trade futures and Forex. Both of those tools of trading are not under the PDT law. So you can open a futures account, you can open a Forex account, you can day trade all you want around those 2 areas as well without being under PDT. I'm looking at my notes right now. I should have looked at this while I was talking, sorry, but I want to go back to the cash account thing. I talked about how if you use half your account on Monday, you get that money back on Wednesday, right? If you trade options in a cash account, you actually get the money back the next day. Options clearing is only 1 day. So that's only the day you used it. So if you have a $1,000 account and I just messed my green screen up, sorry. You have a $1,000 account and you want to trade options, you can trade the full $1,000 on Monday. You get all that buying power back on Tuesday. Just a little note there as well. So hopefully that helps, gives you guys some ideas of ways that you can still day trade. You don't have to have $25,000. There's plenty actually of ways you can still day trade without having $25,000, having any amount of money you want, as long as you meet your broker minimum, which is usually like a couple $100 to $500. You can trade really, really small for the most part. So hopefully you guys found this useful, and hopefully you guys found that conversation at the beginning useful as well to kind of measure where your mindset should be going in with the small account. Once again, I know it would have been sexier if I just talked about how you can make millions from $1,000, but I don't care about all that. I'd rather be honest with you guys. I'd rather you all not try to make a crap load of money with a small amount of money and end up blowing your account. So hopefully you found that conversation useful as well. Once again, let's cover it. Cash accounts, multiple margin accounts. You can go offshore, or you can trade futures or Forex. And those are just some ways that you can get around day trading with under $25,000. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully this gets you kickstarted off on your trading journey. If it does, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you're new around here, hit the red subscribe button. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of today's video. I will catch you all in the next one.